Magic City Comic Con in Miami, Florida. And pretty much we're kind of wandering around right now, just chilling, but let's see how many people I can interview for the NerdViews. And I think one topic is going to be Kingdom Hearts, so wish me luck. Ganbarere! Kawaiiwhitwhit here. I'm here doing an interview with the awesome Ireland Reed. And I'm so happy that she agreed to this. I'm very excited to hear her. Yay! So, we're going to ask her a couple of questions and see what she thinks about, of course, cosplay. So, the first question I'm going to ask you is, how long have you been cosplaying?
I've actually been making costumes for about 14 years, and actually physically being in my own costumes about a year and a half. So I'm still kind of a noob, I guess you would say. Really? I mean, I've been making them, but I haven't actually been wearing them in public, which is weird, I know.
Well, hey, you're awesome. So good. It is okay to be a noob, even though you're technically not a noob, but you're, I don't know, but it works. Alrighty, so we're gonna ask you that question. What is your favorite costume?
They're all kind of my favorites, actually. So each one of them holds a special meaning for me. Sometimes I'll do it over my own characters that I grew up with that I absolutely love, and then some of them are fan inspired. So if I meet, like when I'm traveling around, I meet people, they're like, I really want you to try this, or get involved with this, and I get excited, and to me, I make a costume based upon, you know, what I learned from what they tell me, and everything, and it's wonderful to be able to unveil that with them and share it with them. So I do a lot of fan requests as well.
Okay, so we're going to do the opposite question now. Have you ever done a costume that you regretted or didn't think you would?
I don't think there's any regrets. I mean, we can all say the first one because we have no idea what we're doing at all. And you go back and you're like, what did I even do with this? But I think each one of them is a learning process. So it's like building blocks of a foundation. So you might not have been good in this, you know, using this material, but you were exceptionally well in here. So you find out your strengths and your weaknesses, and then you build up, and then you master which area you want to go with. So it's pretty cool, actually. So I can't say that I regret any of them, but they were definitely learning experiences.
Great job. Thank you. I still love the makeup here.
Yes, let me get like one little twirl.
All right.
So, we're going to ask the next question. Okay. It's going to be, do you have like a cosplay idol or anyone that you maybe look up to in the cosplay?
I've been actually kind of following this for many, many years. We'll put that lightly. And the person that I always thought that had exceptionally talent for this skill would have been Yaya Han. I actually got to meet her last year. She's exceptionally well. Her attention to detail and using the different combinations of fabrics and just bringing the actual character to life is just mesmerizing to me. So I'm, as one seamstress to another, her work is just amazing.
She definitely is awesome, and I hope to meet her someday too.
She's amazing.
Well, I definitely thank you so much, Arlene, for doing this interview with me.
Thanks for asking me.
And hopefully the crowd loved it also. Thanks, Pack Hawaiian, for tuning in. I got one more interview coming up. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back light and darkness of Hades in the Coliseum.
Yeah, like all the 80 people, like all the heroes. Hades and the Heartless.
Yeah.
And what did they have? The ones taken up by sleep too.
True. The Hunters.
And nobody's. You guys will come back.
No, nobody's will stay.
Here.
And what's the name of the dog? Cerberus.
Cerberus, we got another character. Hopefully they make it harder this time, like even more, difficult. But speaking of birth by sleep, so I also heard that possibly Aqua could appear. Now, what do you think her role would be in Kingdom Hearts 3? She's a good character.
I guess that she was gonna try to bring back Mantis and somehow try to bring back Terra.
And yeah, I mean, I think that first Riku or Sora are gonna go to the Realm of Darkness and they're gonna get her out first.
Yeah, I love them, but I'm a humongous fan of Terra. You could ask her.
She has pictures of it all over her phone.
Yes,
It's amazing.
I love it.
Well, I got one last question for you guys. What new worlds do you want to see in Kingdom Hearts 2?
All the new princess. I want the new princess.
Well, I don't think Hero 6.
Nah, not Frozen.
Instead of on the Star Wars party, I would like to see a Death Star one.
That's nice. I would like to see Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
That's a really cute one. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, this was an awesome interview with our fellow hacksters here, and thank you so much for tuning in. I got one more interview coming on the NerdViews. Stay tuned for later.
Hey, Kawaiiwhitwhit, it's Kawaiiwhitwhit.
And I'm here with Mr. Alcino, and we're doing an interview on The Walking Dead. So it's pretty much to see how he feels about the latest season. Well, it's not over yet, but you know what I meant. So we're just pretty much wondering, first question is probably the hardest question of all. How did you feel about Beth's death?
That was great.
Oh, he thought it was great.
That was great.
Awesome.
Because everything, the greatest thing about the show is that you get invested in the characters and they're not afraid to kill them. So that drives you to want to watch next week or the next time an episode comes on. You don't know what's going to happen. And when there is characters put in jeopardy, there's a real question as to whether or not they're going to survive. As opposed to normal TV shows, which are, it'll be fine, it'll be better this week.
That's very true. I know a lot of people were like freaked out because it was like the whole shot to the head.
Which is awesome.
Made it super dramatic.
Yeah, just right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
Definitely did.
If they bring her back, then that's what.
That would be, yeah, that would suck. That's because the game is on me for. I think I'd cry thinking of that. So if you want to follow up with that question, do you think that how bad is gonna like affect Maggie? Do you think she's gonna maybe become like emotionally unstable for the next, since she lost her sister and her dad now? So.
I don't think it's gonna break her. I think if they're gonna keep her going down that path, then they gotta kill her husband. And then that's where she's gonna really go off the deep end. So, they're gonna toy with it, bring her close to the edge, and then they want to push her over off them.
Yeah, I think that'll probably be Maggie's ultimate breaking point. Oh, alright. So, it's true that so the baby actually died in the comics. So people are wondering, are they not going to actually, get rid of the baby because of TV, or is it maybe they're stalling on it? What do you think?
Well, in order for any character to have some kind of impact, you have to first make you care about the character. So at some point in time, they've introduced the character. They're going to probably keep it around to keep it to where it's kind of an Achilles heel for everybody because they got to carry the baby and make sure it doesn't make noise, things like that. Then at the right time, maybe they'll kill everyone off.
Kill everyone off. You're awesome. Alrighty, so pretty much, I guess the last question we have here is, everyone's wondering, do you think Rick and Michonne would actually start a relationship, or, I don't know, it was kind of hinted a little bit.
Well, Rick's going to have needs. Eventually, I'm sure he's going to want to do the nasty. And,
Let's call it a day.
It's not like there's a lot of chicks hanging around. So.
I know, but Michonne's awesome. She's samurai.
That's true. It's not awesome, it's scary.
Yeah, well.
The last thing you need is your girlfriend to carry a sandwich.
I know.
And know how to use it, then she can cut things off.
Well, thank you so much for doing this interview with us. So, Kawaiiwhitwhit, this is the last interview of the day. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I am Kawaiiwhitwhit. Please follow us on all of our social media, and in and out.